This is the next chapter of unit number 3, which is on sequence modeling. So let us just start with this chapter. We all know that we are using neural networks and concepts of deep learning for classifying images, translating languages, or building self-driving cars and all those things. So deep learning is a concept, or deep learning is a, it is something that has penetrated to different aspects of our life. So sequence modeling is one such thing. So sequence modeling में होता क्या है basically? What is the concept of sequence modeling? It is a task of predicting what letter or word is going to come next. So usually हम जब Google में query type करते तो हमें जो suggestions का list मिलता है वो कहाँ से मिलता है? तो वो sequence modeling जैसा कुछ तो होता है, वहाँ से मिलता है. या हम लोग Amazon पे जाते हैं, सर्च बार में कुछ टाइप करते, वो हमें नीचे 10 या 15 ऑप्शंस दे देता है कि अरे उसमें से कुछ चाहिए क्या. So how does that list get generated? It is something happening, something that is happening in background is nothing but sequence modeling. So feed forward neural networks जो होते हैं, या CNN जो हम लोग ने just अभी देखा, उसमें and sequence modeling में क्या difference है? Otherwise sequence modeling ऐसा concept ही नहीं आता ना. CNN से ही ये काम करा लो, but ये नहीं हो सकता. क्यों नहीं हो सकता? Because sequence modeling में the current output is dependent on the previous input, and the length of the input is also not fixed. We saw when we saw the difference between CNN and RNN, we saw that कि input output जब fixed length का होता है तो CNN चल जाता है, but जब output and input का length fixed नहीं होता है, then you have to go for something called as RNN. So the ability to predict what comes next in the sequence is obviously fascinating कि आगे कैसे predict कर सकते हैं हम लोग, but sequence models में ये होता है. Okay. Now sequence models in supervised learning can be used to address variety of applications including financial time series prediction, या speech recognition, या music generation, या फिर sentiment classification, machine translation where one language is getting translated to another language, या video activity recognition. So this is what happens in the sequence modeling. So sequence modeling का जब आंसर फ्रेम करने वाले हो तो ये बेसिक लिखना मैंडेटरी है. So this introduction is actually going to come in your sequence modeling answer. The question that we were discussing just 5 minutes back, वो जो था कि what is sequence modeling and what are its applications. So this is one part of that answer. Okay. Now the question that is obviously going to come to our mind is कि feed forward neural networks में क्या problem है? क्यों नहीं feed forward neural networks हम लोग ने use किया? So the traditional feed forward neural networks do not share the features across different positions of the networks. In short, it assumes that your inputs as well as your outputs, they are independent of each other. Whereas sequence prediction में previous inputs are very important in predicting the next output. Next क्या letter आएगा ये predict करने के लिए आपको पिछले वाले letters देखने ही पड़ेंगे ना, फिर ही next letter predict हो पाएगा. So इसीलिए we need a completely different concept and a completely different type of neural network to handle all these application areas. Your feed forward neural network cannot work over here. Okay. So just the example of the thing that I was explaining you right now is, if you were predicting the next word in the stream of text, you would want to know at least a couple of words before the target word. So at least 2 words आपको पता होने चाहिए. अगर letter predict कर रहे हो तो at least पिछले 2-3 letters आपको पता होने चाहिए. Previous input पता होना चाहिए so that you can predict the next set of inputs. So this is the basic concept of sequence modeling, and these are the topics that we are going to study under sequence modeling. Now we start with our first topic, that is auto-completion. Now auto-completion is a feature that is used many a times. Wherever there is a search button, there is something which is called as auto-completion. Many a times when you are filling a form also, then also autocomplete helps you out. Many a times you are typing something in email and it prompts you कि आपको आगे ये लिखना है क्या. That can also be considered as auto-completion. So auto-completion is a feature for predicting the rest of a query a user is typing. So इससे क्या होता है? एक तो user search experience अच्छा होता है, it improves it, as well as it will accelerate the shopping process before the checkout because उसको products जल्दी जल्दी मिल जाएंगे. Search response का quality अच्छा होगा because you are suggesting to the user, so user is not randomly typing anything, and because आप suggest कर रहे हो and user has selected some of it, then the query that you are having is well formatted. So वो query को process करने के लिए, उसको pre-processing करने के लिए efforts कम होगा. So again the last point comes there, it will create a higher revenue by providing well formatted queries. So all these are basic things that you should that are the advantages of providing an auto completion feature. Now the first thing that we study in this is part of speech tagging. Now what is basically part of speech? Whenever you are classifying the words into their parts of speech, so for example ये noun है, ये pronoun है, this is a verb, this is an adjective. Whenever you are doing something like this, that is called as part of speech tagging. Okay, now this is basically an supervised learning approach. I said supervised learning. I don't know if it sounded like unsupervised learning, but it is supervised learning approach. And the parts of speech tags are properties of the words which define their main context, their function or the usage in the statement. So part of speech से आपको बहुत सारी चीजें पता चल जाती है. Common part of speech कौन से हैं? So very first one is noun. Any object you want to point to, any entity you want to point to, it is a noun. Then verbs, they show some action. I want something, someone is eating, dancing, crying, sitting. Action words are your verbs. फिर adjectives and adverbs, they are basically modifiers, quantifier और incentifier. अभी ये होता क्या है? For example, if I say early, then it is an adjective. If I say it is I want to emphasize on my verb, then I'll use a adverb. So it will intensify the action. The person was very sad. That sadness is intensified. Similarly, quantify करना है. Okay? So अगर purchased है, then वो verb होता है. Laptop, apple, ये nouns है. New is an adjective. So the person has bought a new laptop. ऐसा कोई अगर sentenced है, या new apple laptop, then laptop and apple is a noun. New is an adjective. Okay? So the parts of speech tags are defined by the relationship of words with other words in the statement.